So I'm gonna catch up on that work, and also I'm gonna catch up on that problem. I'm gonna catch up on that review, that meeting. I'll catch up on that meeting. I'll catch up with her. Okay. So I'll catch up with her before the meeting. All right. Catch up with her before the meeting. The reports. I'll catch up on the reports. That system. I'll catch up on that system. The steps. I'll review the steps. Review the steps. That solution. I'll review that solution. I'll review the notes. I'll review the documents. I'll review the results. I'm gonna catch up on Netflix. I'm gonna catch up on Netflix. Let me think for a second, please. I'll do that. Let me think for a second, please. I'll catch up on that work. Let me think for a second, please. I'll point out the problems. Let me think for a second, please. I'll talk to the supervisor since you don't have a manager. Let me think for a second. I'll call the manager today. Let me think for a second, please. I'll finish the review. Let me think for a second. I'll try again. Let me think for a second. I'll point out that problem. Let me think for a second. I'll pay attention. Let me think for a second. I'll handle that ASAP. Let me think for a second. I'll figure out what to do. Let me think for a second. I'll get back to you tomorrow. Let me think for a second. I'll discuss the issue later. Let me think for a second. I'll contact the IT department or I'll reach out to the IT department. Let me think for a second. I'll check the system and get back to you. Let me think for a second. I'll check that problem. Let me think for a second. I'll handle the next steps. Let me think for a second, please. I'll get back with a solution. Let me think for a second. I'll help the supervisor. Let me think for a second. I'll grab my notes or I'll get my notes. You can say I'll grab my notes or I'll get my notes. Okay. Um, okay. So I think we should do that. I think we should do that. That's what I think. I think we should catch up on that work. That's what I think. I think we should point out the problems. That's what I think. I think we should talk to the manager. That's what I think. I think we should do that ASAP. That's what I think. I think we should I'm sorry. I think we should call him today. That's what I think. I think we should try that again. That's what I think. I think we should pay attention. That's what I think. I think we should try to understand, or I think we should try to figure it out. That's what I think. I think we should get back to the manager. That's what I think. I think we should discuss the problem. That's what I think. I think we should say that in the meeting. I think we should say that in the meeting. That's what I think. I think we should check what's happening, what's going on. That's what I think. I think we should think more. That's what I think. I think we should think about that idea. That's what I think. I think we should talk to the IT department. That's what I think. I think we should get back with a solution. That's what I think. I think we should handle that ASAP. That's what I think. I think we should call the client. That's what I think. I think we should catch up on that project. That's what I think. I'll do that. I'll think for a second. I'll catch up on that work. I'll point out the problems. I'll go to the meeting. I'll go to the meeting later. I'll go to the meeting tomorrow and I'll talk to the manager. I'll do that ASAP. I'll talk to the secretary. I'll call her today. I'll finish that review. I'll catch up on that review. I'll try again. I'll think for a second and I'll point out that issue. I'll pay attention and I'll handle that. I'll think about that problem. I'll check what's going on. I'm gonna do that later. I'll let you know tomorrow. I'll let her know. I'll let the manager know. Okay, I'll go to the meeting and I'll get back to her. I'll discuss the problem in the meeting. I'll do that. Excuse me. I'll catch up on the reports and I'll solve or handle that problem, that issue. I'll think about the idea and I'll check the next step. I'll check the next step. I'll get back with a solution. I'll handle that today. I'll help the manager. I'll talk to the client. Okay, I'll show him around. I'll catch up on the project. Okay, beat. Son of a bitch. Son of a gun. All right? So I'll check the notes. I'll work tomorrow. I'll join the meeting. I'll leave now. I'll say something. I'll wait a little. I'll stay here. I'll finish the project. Should I stay or should I go? I'll call you. I'll help her. I'll help him. I'll get back to you. I'll get back to you after the class and I will understand the problem. I'll understand the situation and I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you about the party. I'll talk to you about the work. I'll talk to you about the report and I'll finish the work. I'll finish the report. I'll go to work. I'll stop by the supermarket. I'll stop by the check. I'll write down everything. I'll write down your name. I'll write down your phone number and I'll get back to work. I'll get back home later. I'll get back after lunch and I'll let you know what I find out or what I figured out. I'll find out and I'll let you know. I'll stay home. I need to find that out. Ok? Find that out. Se você diz falar find out, todo mundo entende, tá? I'll handle the work now. I'll handle the bills now. I'll handle the cost now. I'll get this call. Excuse me. You're gonna talk to the manager? You're gonna talk to the boss first? You're gonna think about that? You're gonna think about the budget? You're gonna think about the party? You're gonna come up, I'm sorry, you're gonna think about the solution? I'm sorry. You're gonna think about the situation? You're gonna solve the problem? You're gonna make a decision today? You're gonna call the client? You're gonna help her? You're gonna help him? You're gonna get back? You're gonna get back to me after the class? You're gonna get back to her later? You're gonna get back to him later? You're gonna try to figure out that problem? You're gonna try to figure out, you're gonna try to figure out the situation? You're gonna talk to me. You're gonna talk to me about the party. You're gonna talk to me about the budget. You're gonna talk to me about the report. Can I talk to the manager first? Can I talk to the boss first? Can I think about that? Can I think about the budget? Can I think about the costs? Can I think about the situation? Great, né? Fazer. Tá bom, né? Os anos 80. Beleza. Praticar o listening, então, né? Vai ouvindo, vai treinando, dá uma parada, tenta ouvir, pausa, repete, entendeu? Então, aí no caso, né, o pessoal já fez essa aula aqui, agora vai, né, vocês já fizeram aí, não, essa aula aqui foi o Fabiano, Mr. Richard, Everton, né, o Thiago também fez, Denils que entrou para assistir a aula aí, e a Gabi também, viu a aula também. Então, já assistiu a aula, agora vai ouvindo, deixa pra tá fazendo, lavando louça, andando de carro, vai ouvindo, ou se tem tempo, dá uma paradinha, ou escuta, pausa, repete, até ficar natural. Fica bem natural mesmo, sem pensar muito, beleza? Os demais que não assistiram a aula, vai olhando aqui, vai acompanhando, beleza? Dá pra ligar a legenda do YouTube, ele vai funcionar também ali. Ok, você pega aqui e vai... Eu vou tentar limpar, vou deixar na descrição aqui do vídeo do YouTube. Vou puxar isso aqui, vou deixar só as frases embaixo da descrição. Não sei se vai caber tudo na descrição, mas depois ali nos comentários deixa a continuação, beleza? Ou deixa o arquivo, o link, né? Não lembro como é que faz isso, mas acho que é rapidinho. Deixa o link na descrição, você clica e você consegue baixar depois online o PDF. Eu acho que é melhor, porque fica um trabalho bem feito, né? Maravilha? Então ficamos por aqui, tá? Quem assistiu o vídeo até aqui, tá? Deixa o like, tá? Porque aí o YouTube vai ajudando aí o canal, tá bom? Maravilha? Então é isso aí. Então esse aqui foi pra você treinar bem o listening aqui, tá? Treinar. E é o inglês para você usar aí na reunião, qualquer lugar aí, trabalho aí, dá para usar. Tem que treinar bem, treinar, beleza? Ficamos por aqui, ok? Voltaremos na próxima, ok? Voltaremos em uma próxima oportunidade com maiores informações. Muito obrigado, satisfação.